Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Wednesday, March 29th. Some disappointing news for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Calais Campbell, according to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, is signing with the Atlanta Falcons. Rappaport says the Falcons are making another splash as former Ravens star Calais Campbell intends to sign a one-year deal. The Pro Bowler and former Walter Payton Man of the Year will lend leadership to a young team he believes in. And Atlanta adds again on defense. And this is just the latest development that is going to leave Jaguars fans a little disappointed this offseason, right? The team has not been super active in free agency, but they did bring in Calais Campbell for a visit to Jacksonville last week. Doug Peterson said the visit went very well. It seemed like both sides were still open to making a deal done, to getting this reunion with the mayor of Saxonville and the Jacksonville Jaguars back in 2023. But Atlanta, they made a stronger push than the Jaguars, apparently. You did see that Arthur Smith reached out to Calais, had a phone call that was more about leadership in the community than really anything about football. And according to Rap Sheet, that is one of the deciding factors for Calais Campbell here, who's going to stay in Hotlanta, unfortunately. But this just further illustrates the Jaguars' need, further emphasizes the Jaguars' need for pass rush, right? Arden Key's gone. DeJuan Smoot, Achilles injury. He's not going to be ready early, and he's not even under contract. Who knows if the Jaguars are going to bring him back or not. Right now, that's a lot of snaps the Jaguars need of pass rush snaps, right? A team that did not finish anywhere close to the top of the league. In fact, in the bottom quartile of teams in the NFL when it came to sacks in 2022. Of course, down the stretch, the Jaguars' pass rush did heat up a little bit. So the numbers on the season are a little bit misleading for the Jaguars' pass rush overall. Because, again, as they kind of got hot on both sides of the football down the stretch, the pass rush did heat up. You did see Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker and Roy Robertson Harris really start to impact that pass rush. But there's no question Arden Key and DeJuan Smoot were two of the Jaguars' most important pass rushers last year. And now they're gone. At least DeJuan Smoot is gone for the beginning of the season. We'll see how that plays out with him. But Arden Key ain't coming back, and he's playing for your division rival. Now Calais Campbell has been allowed to sign elsewhere on a one-year deal, and I'm interested to see exactly what those numbers are on that one-year contract for Calais Campbell, because I'm pretty confident that those numbers are not going to be anything that should have been prohibitive to signing him. But we'll see how that plays out. We'll see what the official contract details are as they arise. But look, the Jaguars, there are still a bunch of veteran free agent pass rushers out there on the market. Talk about Carlos Dunlap. Talk about Justin Houston. Jason Pierre-Paul, who's played with Jaguars defensive coordinator Mike Caldwell before in Tampa. So there's still plenty of options when it comes to adding a veteran pass rusher. And the Jaguars, they have 9 draft picks. There's a ton of edge talent in the upcoming 2023 draft class. So look, I think they should go sign a veteran free agent. I think that they should go draft multiple pass rushers, whether that be edge rushers, whether that be interior, whatever it is, the Jaguars need more pass rush. And I think thanks to the versatility of their defensive front, the hybrid nature of their defensive front, they can use a lot of different guys in a lot of different ways. So the Jags, they're going to need to, at some point, bolster this pass rush. Doug Peterson talked about it on Monday at the NFL owners' meetings. He said that that's their biggest need on the defensive side of the ball is pass rush and their ability to cover as a whole, to stop opposing passing attacks as a whole. But he emphasized the pass rush. And he's right. You know, you've got Josh Allen. You've got Trayvon Walker, who you expect to take a big step in year 2. Maybe get him rushing with his hand in the dirt even more in clear pass rushing situations, right? And then you've also got some depth guys that you could say, well, they could take a step forward. You know, Kayvon Chason going into the final year of his rookie deal. You've got Deshaun Dixon, who certainly had flashes for the Jaguars throughout the preseason and training camp last year. You've got Jordan Smith, who's coming off the knee injury that he suffered last summer. I think that there is talent within all three of those guys. You've also brought in Michael Dogba. You brought in Henry Mondo. But Do you feel like the answer to the Jaguars pass rush questions is in that group? It could be. But do you feel confident that it is? I would say no. And so that's why I would say continue to sign another veteran free agent pass rusher. I think you need to do it. Again, one of these guys that has experience, that has helped teams win, that still wants to play, that's going to be inexpensive, right? There's several of those guys still out there, and then go attack it early and often in the draft if it's me. But that'll do it here. Again, Calais Campbell signing with the Atlanta Falcons, not going to sign with the Jaguars, not going to have a reunion between the mayor and the city of Jacksonville, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes sometimes in the NFL. Jaguars still have plenty of resources to improve that pass rush moving forward. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. If you want to support the channel further, you can check out genjag.com, pick up some new Duval gear. If you're listening on your podcast platform of choice, please subscribe and review. Again, thank you so much, Duval, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.